5.3, solving equations by division. Solving equations by division. In previous chapters, we have learned that using prime factorizations of numbers, we can simplify expressions, such as if we had 420 to 10. We know that the prime factorization of 420 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7, and the prime factorization of 10 is 2 times 5. By dividing out any factors that they both have in common in the numerator and denominator, we get the following. So when we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7 all over 2 times 5, what they have in common in the bottom and the top, we have a 2 on the top and the 2 in the bottom. We can get rid of them because 2 divided by 2 is 1. When we have a 5 in the top and the 5 in the bottom, we can divide them out, and again we get 1. Then we multiply what we have left over. 2 times 3 times 7 all over 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 7 is 42. And 42 would be my answer. That's what we learned in a previous chapter. Let's take that and move on. The same process works for expressions that have variables. So, for example, if I replaced one of those, so if I had 2 times n times 7 times 11 all over n times 11. The n divided by an n is going to make 1. 11 divided by 11 is going to make 1. So we would multiply 2 times 7, and I'm going to actually write out 2 times 7 to show you where it came from. That's all that's left over. And 2 times 7 is 14. You could do the same thing when it says divide 5n by 5. So 5n divided by 5 means 5n divided by 5. These two cancel, and I'm left with n. Same thing for 7y by 7. 7y divided by 7 means 7y divided by 7. You can cancel out your 7's and get y by itself. Then we have something called the division property of equality. When we divide both sides of an equal sign by the same number, we get a result number, gives us the unknown that we're missing. So let's look at an example. We have 3 times y equals 12, okay? 3 times y equals 12. I want to divide both sides by 3 because it's being multiplied to y. So I'm going to undo both sides by dividing by 3. And when I do, I get y equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. We're going to do the same thing for 4. We have 7y equals 42. We're going to divide both sides. To undo the multiply, we're going to divide by 7 on both sides. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. 7 divided by 7 is y. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Let's do the next one. It says 30 equals 5a. We want to get the variable away from the number, so whatever's next to this being multiplied, we're going to undo with divide. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, so you'd get a. What you do to one side, you do to the other, so 30 divided by 5 is 6. And that is 5.3, which is solving equations by division.